Welcome to the first in a series of videos to support you through the Community Coalition Action Theory, or CCAT model, and study group process. My name is Holly Craycraft, and I work at Ohio University's Voinovich School of Leadership and Public Affairs. I provide training, technical assistance, and evaluation services to community-based organizations throughout Ohio. This video offers an introduction to the CCAT model. Later videos will discuss the study group process itself. This publication was made possible through a research agreement from the Ohio Suicide Prevention Foundation to Ohio University's Voinovich School of Leadership and Public Affairs. The principal investigator for the Strengthening and Sustaining Ohio Suicide Prevention Coalition's initiative is Dr. Holly Raffel from Ohio University. The objectives for today's learning session are threefold. First, I will tell you about the book chapter and the authors of the theoretical CCAT model. Second, I will briefly reference the critical elements that make up the model. And finally, I will discuss a visual depiction to provide some introductory context. The Community Coalition Action Theory was developed and put forward in 2002 by two community-based researchers named Fran Butterfoss and Michelle Kegler. We have included the reference to the book chapter for your convenience. We are in the process of creating the website for the initiative, and this resource will also be found there. One thing to note, Butterfoss and Kegler updated their book chapter in 2009. However, we have opted to utilize the earlier version of the chapter from 2002 because it better aligns with the collaborative nature of planning and assessment in Ohio communities. In their book chapter, Butterfoss and Kegler describe several theoretical assumptions about the structure of community coalitions and, by extension, consortia and other community-based partnership groups. These types of groups are seen as different from other community groups. Most notably, they are action-oriented partnership groups focused on preventing and addressing community problems. Butterfoss and Kegler describe various critical elements of effective coalitions or consortia, which are listed in bold on the table. They also put forward 21 propositions that support the elements. All of these will be explored in detail during the study group process. For a final contextual point of introduction, this graphic shows a visual depiction of the CCAT model and how all of the critical elements work in conjunction with one another. When reviewing the CCAT model, the goal of the study group process is to ensure that all members of a coalition have a working understanding of each of the critical elements and why all of them are needed for effective action. Eventually, the study group will work collaboratively to formally articulate how each of these elements support the collaborative action-oriented work that will be undertaken by the group. This concludes the initial video on the CCAT model. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Dr. Holly Raffel. Thank you for your time.